Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Peace and Happiness Tarot. Oh yeah. The following message has been co-signed by the Divine and sponsored by Spirit. If you hear it's by divine design, if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on my website, located in the title of this live, raw, real, unedited, uncut, unfiltered, deprogrammed, sugar-free broadcast. Because the only thing I sugarcoat around here is these nails, and you can get yours done with me here in Las Vegas. Yes, come and see me. I love to take care of you. And for personal readings, of course, that's all on the website. But we're going to do the download today. This is a collective message. This is for anybody who finds it, and whenever they find it, it's perfect. There's something here for you. If not, the whole thing is exactly what you needed to hear. That's just what we tend to do. Some of you got a text message from me just now, or on your instant messenger, because I've worked with you a lot. And I stumbled onto this. Well, it was brought to me in a beautiful interaction, reciprocal conversation. A human design chart. It's free. If you didn't get a text message from me, don't stress. Just when you get a chance, go to the community tab. I shared the link in the community tab here, and I got the projector human design. And as I'm reading a little bit about it, while I was already prepared to do this show and took a time out for myself, I was like, oh, this is so on point. This is so on point. I wait for the invitation, and then I can see clearly, and it's just like amazing. So I was like, oh, my people need to know about this. They're going to love this. This is going to help them understand themselves so much. For the ones that don't, and for the ones that do, it'll be a confirmation of who you are, what you are, and why you are the way you are. And I'm excited to get into reading the rest of what information that has for me. But I thought I'd share that with you. It's amazing how so much is caught up in who we are, when we were born, where we were born, how we were born, what we were born into, and all that stuff. And so it's just perfect. And just like this message, it had to heal to grow. And now there's this feeling of freedom. And what is it? It is you. You had to heal to grow. And each one of us has that. We have that need. We have that desire. We have that opportunity. I'm freaking loving this. Yes, I'm loving this. It had to heal to grow. You know, I heard you can't heal in the same environment that poisoned you. Like, you got to get out of the poison in order to heal from the poison that you received. Yes? So this is perfect. I love this. Yes, I love the way this is aligning. So shout out to Andrea, first coming to the session. DIA says, seconds before clicking this, I thought I need to find a reference for this stuff to send to a friend. Thank you. You're welcome. It's all by divine design. Perfect timing. As I pull some cards, I'm going to tell you this experience that I had. Hi, Malibu. So I think I already told you guys the experience about Fred. So 2 days in a row now, I met some amazing people. Marty, I'm doing this one in English, baby. Esta lo voy a hacer en inglés. Voy a regresar con más mensajes en español. Por favor, entiéndame. But are we going to really translate? This is a lot. Es que es mucho para traducir ahorita. Okay, Claudia, I see you. Oh, no. Where did I see Claudia? Oh, yeah. Claudia. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm at Trader Joe's with my daughter yesterday. Like, Mija, you want me to take you shopping? She's like, no, just going to make pizza. No, you need groceries in the house. Let's go grocery shopping. Take her to Trader Joe's on the other side of town where she lives. Okay. Es que Marty quiere oír en español y quieren que Marty entienda. Marty, ¿todavía estás? Porque si quieren que voy traduciendo la mensaje por ti. Si todavía estás, échame algo en comentario. Okay. And so I take her grocery shopping, and grocery shopping is cool. And there's this lady who at the cashier checkout register, she's looking at me, and I can tell she's looking at me, and we have a great little conversation. And so on my way out the door, I give her the business card or whatever, and I'm like, text me. I feel like it's a great convo. So I heard from her this morning, and my daughter was so excited about her getting my information too. Even my daughter wanted us to be in communication. So it was really interesting. And when I talked to her this morning, it started all with text messages, and then it turned into a phone call. What was really cool, first off, the energy was aligned. She's definitely tribe energy. And then she's like, did you ever read cards at Lifetime Spa? I'm like, hold on, is it the one that's over here? I think it's off Sahara or Charleston over in Summerlin. She's like, yes, you read my cards in a little back room there. And I'm like, oh my God. So years ago, my daughter hooked me up with this gig that she got through one of her nail clients who needed a tarot reader for an event at the spa she worked at. So I went, I did the event, and now my daughter just texted me while I said that. So I went, I did the event that my daughter set up for me at Lifetime Spa. I read for, I want to say about 10 people that day in the amount of time that was allowed. And it was really awesome. It was a magical experience for me that day. Why is it that this lady had her cards read by me at that time, and then she's like had a whole journey? She's gone through a whole spiritual evolution. Anyways, so I invited her to do an interview. Because I just feel like there's so much in the conversation that I want to share with you. And apparently one of the things that I told her in her reading that I gave her that day at Lifetime Spa, the gig that my daughter hooked me up at, while I re-bump into her at the grocery store to take her grocery shopping in her neighborhood, one of the things that I told her that stuck with her was that she was going to go through a whole lot of changes, and that, ay, ¿por qué se me fue? Vuelva, por favor. Tell the DJ, bring it back. Hold on. Give me a second. It's there. I had it. I was doing too many things at once. Don't get distracted. I heard don't get distracted. That's a message for us today. Okay. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, full circle. Thank you. One of the things that I told her was she's going to have a lot of experiences and things would come full circle for her. So I was like, when I told her that, clearly I did not know that full circle would mean realigning with me in this magic moment. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to be doing an interview with her tomorrow. We've already set up a plan. I can't tell you an exact time because I didn't tell her an exact time, but it's going to go down tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. You guys will be able to meet Marla, and we're going to have a great conversation. A lot of channeled information will come out. A lot of experiences will come out. Confirmations will come out. It's going to be epic. I'm so excited to do this interview with her. It's been a while since I've done an interview. So she's going to come over to the house, and we're going to do that interview for you tomorrow to share what I have received, what has happened, and what's transpired, and just to let you guys get in on this because this is just freaking epic. I'm like, the ones who are loyal on my channel, the ones who stop by on my channel, and the ones who haven't even found it yet, they want to know about this. So that's going to happen. So I wanted to share that with you. But definitely there's so much that happens in our life. And the moment that it happens, you don't see the full significance of it. You know, you go through different challenges, you try different things. And sometimes when you try the different things that you try, it feels like, oh my God, it's just not working. No matter what, it's just not working. Or, well, that was that. I guess that's over. You know, it's not necessarily like that, though. It's not that it's over. And sometimes there's so much stuff that will be unveiled later. Unveiled, revealed, and unveiled. 2 words at the same time, unveiled. Unveiled. Okay, it'll be revealed and unveiled later. and the reasons behind it. The full circle definitely always happens. Have you had some full circle moments recently? Liza's live with us. Love. So I've had a lot. If you were here, I think I did mention Fred, but I ended up having that whole great conversation with a man named Fred, and that was full circle on my tortoise, and it was just so amazing. I was actually, when I first found the place that I met Fred at, like I was living in the area where I went through a major transformation, where I began to switch my mindset from poverty consciousness to wealth consciousness. And that's how I found my tortoise, Fred, which was all culminated in a beautiful full circle moment. And I hear the full circle moment in life is like the back of these mother of peace round tarots. So there's huge full circle that's the entirety, but there's a lot of little full circle moments. And it's like it all sparks from that one event that you do. You never know how things will come full circle. It's so important, our mindset, as we're having experiences in life of, somehow this is working out for me. There's definitely something good coming out of this. Even if I don't see it immediately, it'll reveal itself eventually. That mindset is so valuable. It's so important. And if you understood, like we do, that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Pronoia is a real thing. The universe is constantly conspiring in your favor, doing things to benefit you, to align you with the things that you have chosen, wish for, all of that. You will love it when you get into this mindset. This mindset is so, so helpful for us. So this is something to bear in mind. So if you're going through a difficult experience at this time, understand that it's not over yet, baby, and there's so much more to come. That difficult experience could look like, a financial experience, a health experience, a spiritual experience, a relationship experience, a family experience, anything. No matter what it is, especially where it's difficult, just understand that there are beautiful things on the other side of that experience. Your big challenge is, what mentality will you go through it with? Will you choose to focus your attention and energy flow upon it's not working out? Oh my God, everything is so screwed up. Or will you know what, this may be a challenge, but clearly I can get through this and there's something better waiting. The laws of the universe actually support that. The law of rhythm talks about the measure of a down swoop in an energy is like the catapults of how high it can go. So it brings to mind the K-drama. One of the K-dramas I watched, it talked about a person who had all their ugly experiences, painful and hurtful experiences young in life. And they said that this person was fortunate because once you get that out of the way, then you can have the highs, the joys, the celebratory moments, right? And so being that it's based off of the law of rhythm, it's important for us to understand that if we're going through some challenge or difficulty, that it will catapult us to its extreme opposite polarity in life. But the only thing that can resist that is your focus to what is, because you're not allowing the next experience in. When you're focusing so much on the side effect of yesterday, which equals today's experience, is a side effect of the points of focus that we've personally held for so long in all of our yesterdays, then we would begin to focus a little bit more intentionally and delightfully. I heard the word delightfully, and carefully, yes, full of care, in the current day, in the current moment, in the current minute, in the current second. We can do this, and we would choose this if we would understand that our current points of focus are creating our morrows, our tomorrows, and they could be gladnesses and joys, or they could be sorrows and sadnesses. It is going to match the vibration of the current moment. Now, here's the beautiful part of that. So somebody feels crappy today. I am not here beating you up because you don't feel good today. As a matter of fact, that crappy feeling today is just as useful as a high feeling tomorrow, because that crappy feeling today is an indicator that there's something in you that is seeking change right now. Because when you feel that crappy feeling, its main source is that you are out of alignment with who and what you truly are, your higher self, God, your angels, your ancestors, your guides, your soul path, your life path, your purpose. You can pick whichever vernacular you like to use, but these are all accurate statements. Okay. And so if you're not feeling so good right now about a specific point of focus, that's okay, because the awareness of what you don't want is where the awareness of what you do want, and that point that you will pivot your focus to comes from that. So let's see, if you bring another statement that is a lie and that is self-defeating here, we might silence you, because the thing of it is here, this is a energy where, yes, we accept all and we reject none, but there are certain things that we don't have to tolerate, right? And so your life is like that. I heard your life is like that. You accept it all, but you don't have to tolerate certain things. There are certain things you don't have to tolerate. So, it's about, what do you choose to focus on? We have a lady here who says people are cruel. And you know what? If that's your mentality, Julia, I expect that you bump into a lot of cruel people in life. Shit, I could be all love, peace, and happiness to you, and you will call me cruel because all you're looking at is cruelty. And then we have Dia, who says, this sounds very exciting. I'm grateful to have come. I have come to this story. Yes. And so here's the thing. Dia is in excitement. She is in gratitude. So she is choosing to set up for her tomorrows more things that feel like excitement and gratitude. Yeah. And so some people will choose to focus on the cruelty and say, that there's nothing good, that there is only pain and all of these things. And you know what? It's not our job to change them. It's not our job to change our point of focus. That's not even why I do these readings. I create awareness for people who are seeking something else. So if the content is here, if you've aligned with it, there's a purpose for that. And so, yeah, your point of focus is everything. Yeah. If you're always focused on staying alone, because now Julia says, no, I stay alone. So maybe she's not bumping into cruel people because she's staying alone. Yeah. And how's that working out for you, So here's the thing. If you choose to be alone, you can do that. You can do that. And if you choose to see cruelty, you can do that too. And if you choose to engage and interact and find the beauty in life and in people, you can do that. No matter what, you can choose so much. Stuff happens in life, yes, and it's not all pleasurable. But if you understand the laws of the universe, you know that low is there to catapult you higher. You know that negative experience will build on top of it a beautiful positive experience, but it is a choice. It is a choice to choose, yeah? So there's a little bit there, channel messages, experiences, all meant to happen at this time. And, certain things are aligned with you and certain things are not aligned with you. And understanding the difference between what that feels like, because it does get translated by feelings, the way you feel, your emotion. Yes? Okay. So, and it's okay. One of the things to be with yourself is very, very accepting. The way you feel is an indicator. It does not say about anything other than where you're at right now is not who you truly are. It's not how you really feel. It's not your true point of view. You've seen something, you're reacting to it, and it doesn't align with you. It's not where you truly are. What do we have to do to get in alignment? That's the opportunity that is in you every time you have those negative emotions. So negative emotions are so useful. They are so beneficial. The challenge, I think, for humanity, for me in particular, was been, what do I do with those emotions? What do I do with those emotions? What are they teaching me? How do I process them? Yeah. So we're going to get into a tarot message here. Let's see what's coming out for everyone today. Yeah. What is the message? Okay, I've been shuffling the cards. We have the Six of Wands in reverse in the past. Okay, and I'm using the Mother Peace Round Tarot. This is one of the first tarot decks I bought when I got into reading cards. The Six of Wands in reverse, this is a lot of energy. So I'm seeing this in two ways. There was a past mentality of everything I try does not work. It all fails. I heard, why does everything blow up in my face? That was a mindset. It was a way of being. It was a lifestyle that you held at some point in the past. It came from a lot of experiences that you were born into. So I hear you observed them, you accepted the programming, and you accepted those as your reality. Yeah, I hear you accepted those as your reality. Because we have the 10 of discs at the bottom, and it's upright in the Mother Peace Round Tarot. A lot of this is telling me it came from your family background, okay? So much from your family background. So, if you're pissy and cranky when you wake up in the morning, your parents were probably pissy and cranky when they woke up in the morning. And for some, I just picked up on this, like I just picked up on someone's energy, and you're like a child who was born to a drug or an addicted parent. And so with your parent having addictions when you were gestating and when you were born, you picked up addictive qualities. So you've been challenged by that your whole life. I hear the television. Oh my God. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. So confirming. Yes, so confirming of the programming. What is on TV? Programming. Absolutely. So the programming was family programming. Your family helped program you into the belief that you were holding. Your family is your first programming as, being born. You receive it in the womb. You receive it as a baby. You receive it as a toddler. As a matter of fact, they say up until a child is about 7 years old is a period of deep programming that will set up that person's character for the next major part of their life. Yeah. So it's very interesting. And interestingly enough, our third card here is a Seven of Swords. And now I saw 7 years off of that. So yeah, there was a lot of things in your past where you felt like it's just not working out. And some shifting point happens for you when you realize how all that actually benefited for you. So some of you have gotten to that shifting point now where you're looking at what didn't work out and realizing like there was a personal victory in that, regardless of what it looked like. There was a personal victory in that. Yeah. And so with that personal victory and the Six of Wands energy, now it's in reverse. You're not looking to prove yourself to the external world. You're not looking to be accepted by anyone else. As I have somebody, today you accept me. Why are you worried about if I accept you or not? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be worried about whether anybody else accepts you or not. The acceptance you're seeking is your own personal acceptance. Your own personal acceptance of who you are, how you are, where you are, all of these beautiful things. And so, yes, it's very, 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 very significant. Do you accept you? It's not about anyone else accepting you. I see that if you hit that shifting point, you started to recognize your own accomplishments. You started to accept yourself. Stop looking for others to validate you and accept you. I don't care if you accept me or not. It's not my problem if you accept me or not. If you don't accept me, you're losing out. It's quite that simple. You're losing out on my great energy. And that stands as a protection to me. So you stopped boo-hooing like, nothing works out for me. Woe is me. Sad pity and all that stuff. And you start to focus more upon, well, hold on. I actually overcame a lot in all those challenges. And when you realize that the challenges only show you how freaking awesome you are, like that helps, right? Because now you can tune into where is your awesomeness about all those areas where ones couldn't accept you. I hear a lot of times a failure to accept oneself or the others is because there's something there that somebody can't accept in themselves. Now, remember, our first card out that we had was it had to heal to grow. So there was some things in you that were injured, damaged, hurt, it had to heal to grow. And now I hear, now you're in a growth phase. I hear, because in the current energy, you have the Hierophant and it's upright. Actually, it's about at, it's like this. So it's like, it's a little cocked to the left, which tells me that there's more coming in. You probably got about 8 minutes left on the larger scale of time of life. Yeah, 8 life minutes left. Okay. Until there's another revelation. This revelation is going to be deep. It's going to be spiritual. It's going to be profound. And I hear it's going to be life changing, but we're not ready to go into that energy yet. Okay. There's a teacher present though. There is a teacher present and there is a big revelation coming. So at this point in time, so many of you are having an awareness and understanding as we have put the challenge to you to look at the deepest, darkest pains that you've been carrying in your heart, to seek out, how is this actually happening for me? You know, that thing that happened to you, we have for a long time, I hear for years, we've encouraged you to seek out how that thing that happens to you was actually happening for you. And I see if you haven't done that, you're going to be doing that. I see that that's an energy that's strong here. And it's not just with us who are tuned in here. This collective has such a strong empowerment into it that our energy of growth actually creates a giant bubble aura wherever you're at. And it's intensified and amplified by our connection with one another here. Yeah, for one another here. And so what's happening is that aura gets so huge that it begins to touch others in a radius around you. There are people benefiting from your growth and evolution who you will never talk to. And good enough for Julia, like you could do this if you live the rest of your life alone by yourself. It's given that you are in the higher vibration, you'll build up a higher vibrational, and which means a more expansive aura energy that touches lives all around you, even if they don't ever meet you. Now, here's another thing that's really interesting to know is the lower vibrational energies. So when you're not feeling so hot, when you are down in the dumps, one of the things about lower vibrational frequency is it's more condensed. The aura, the energetic field becomes more condensed. It becomes smaller. It literally collapses in upon you. So while you're in your house and you're by yourself, so this is why when you feel bad, so many of us, when we're feeling bad, we want to just retire and go off to ourselves. In my case, if I feel bad, I'm like, I want my bed and I want to be alone. You know, because that smaller energetic touch that you give off, you can contain it while you process it, heal it, and allow it to move on, because it's just a feeling, right? Somebody says, it's not just a feeling, it's my life experience. I understand. I hear you. We're talking about the feeling aspect of it is literally just a feeling, because that feeling about that one thing that happened or that 10 things that happened. Oh my God. Somebody's like, no, it wasn't one thing. It was 10 things. The 10 things that happened. It will pass. It will always pass. And now some of the stuff somebody says, but I've had the same feeling for so long and no, it hasn't passed. And they're saying, yeah, but this is what we're teaching you here. When we say, how did that make you wiser, stronger, more compassionate, more loving? You know, and maybe just know that there are certain things that are for you and certain things that are not for you. Yeah. How did it create wisdom? How did it create so much in you that was beneficial for you? Okay, so there's that awareness, and that's a shifting point. If you're still sitting in the energy of feeling like everything is crap, nothing works out for me, this is what you're looking for. This is what your soul is guiding you to. This is what you were seeking. Yeah, this is what you were seeking. So, let's see what else we have in the cards, okay? Love. All right, so the rectangle, love, 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 love. This is such a confirmation of what we've already said. We have this violet rectangle here giving me crown chakra energy and expansive crown energy. So when you were feeling down in the dumps and it felt horrible, that's because your crown was receiving more than you were processing. You did not recognize what your crown was showing you, because the spirit is always knowing and your crown is always showing how it actually was working in your favor. There was nothing happening to you. Everything was happening for you. It was in your benefit, however it worked out, right? Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Herkimer Diamond and dreams. Oh boy, you had some dreams? Okay, you had some dreams. But the family programming I heard has seemed to, no, it definitely was counterproductive to the accomplishment of said dream. So what was your dream? The family programming was counterproductive to the accomplishment of the dream. I see we got Norma Jean here moderating. All right, let me see what else we had come out. Red Jasper, healthy boundaries. Ooh wee. There's a whole mouthful in that. So some things weren't working out and you were down in the dumps because you had no boundaries. You had no boundaries within your family. Why? Because your family had no boundaries within the family. That I see a person here who's so stuck in feeling like they have to do everything for the family. There's no time for me. I have to give up everything I have to take care of the family. It's not like that. As a matter of fact, the more you do for you, the more you'll be able to provide for the family. I see a person who keeps taking hits from the family, like family members have really done you wrong. But you had continued to allow it and allow it and allow it until life got so full of chaos, so down in the dumps. Like at some point you had to realize, I need some healthy boundaries. Some of you came from a family where the people would constantly, like, they were givers, and that's a beautiful thing. But to be an effective giver, you have to be an effective receiver. You can't give what you don't have. So some of you, again, giving till it hurts, giving the shirt off of your own back. Bitch, what are you going to wear? You going to just walk around naked? See, they've given us a lot of programming and ideas. Well, family is blood. Honey, if there ain't no water in that blood, it's going to turn into a clot and that will kill you. Water is necessary in the blood for the blood to flow through your veins. So what is water? When I read, water is the energy of love, of spirit. If your family is not giving love and spirit, that blood will clot the fuck out of you and it will kill you. It must have the love in it. It must have the flow in it. There's got to be, blood works because it's in a flow. It flows from every part and it goes in its cycle continuously in a cycle. When you remove the water, the blood stops flowing and now you have blood clots and bitch, you die. You dehydrated. I love you. Bitch, meaning beautiful, intelligent, talented, creative, and honest. For whoever got offended, I don't know who you are, but baby, offense. There's a trigger to experience and sit with for a minute. Why are you offended? Okay, is that what it was? You are looking at being offended so much and things aren't working. I'm so offended. This shit has not worked out. It should have worked out. It should have worked out. Yes. Healthy boundaries was part of what you are being guided to observe, was healthy boundaries. Your crown chakra was lit up saying, listen, these things haven't worked out because you didn't have healthy boundaries. Somebody in business, you couldn't have success. Why? Because you were giving it all away. Why? Because that's your family. That's your friend. So let me just hook you up. If your friends and family love you, they want your business to be successful, they're going to pay full price. Businesses thrive because they get paid their price. When have you ever walked into Walmart and said, yeah, it says $9.99, but I only have $3.99. Can you hook me up? Walmart's going to laugh your ass right out of the door. And definitely don't go try that shit in some Louis Vuitton store or at the Teslas. I don't know. I guess there are certain things you can bargain for. That's what I heard. There are certain things you can bargain for. There are certain things you cannot. And either way, they're not going to bargain below their cost. So somebody here in your business, you haven't had the success that you like because you're busy bargaining away, giving it away because, why? That's my family. That's my friend. It's one thing if you're keeping it above your costs and you're still in profit, just like fucking Tesla might do if you go to buy you a car. They'll haggle with you, but you're going to have to make sure, they're going to have to, and they always do, make sure that their ass is covered, their commission is covered. Trust and believe that no matter how much you haggle with them and get the price down, the salesman's getting their cut and the company's getting their profit. That's happening. And they're showing me, like, we used to work in, I used to work in manufacturing and wholesale production and custom goods and all that stuff. So I worked with markup pricing, markup percentages. And in that company, most clients' stuff, I had one salesperson in every one account. I was an account executive. I had one salesperson who wouldn't sell anything to a customer if it wasn't marked up 50%. That means 50% profit on top of everything. Like, okay. Now, somebody else, there was other certain accounts, and because they were buying so much volume, their profit margin was only 20% profit margin. But because they were buying so much volume, they were spending a lot more money. Either way, whether they got the hookup or not, the company made its money and the salesman got their cut. If you've been in business and you've been giving it away, that's why your business has not been doing what you want it to do. There are channels to give and there are channels to receive. If you're in business and you want to be a giver, that's okay, but you got to do it in a way where it looks right to your spirit. It doesn't devalue your business, your product, or your service. And you can give charitable, but it's not just because that's my blood, that's my family. That is a recipe for disaster in business, is what I'm hearing. So somebody here, you needed to hear that. And the other thing is, we're not saying that it's bad to give away. Like, it's great to be a giver. It's great to be a giver, but what are you going to have to give if you're not also receiving? Okay, so in the current energy, we have the Hierophant here. Like I said, there's going to be some more major lessons. A teacher is going to be revealed, and then I'm hearing when the student is ready, the teacher will present themselves. It's a little cocked to the side, just like this. Once that 8 minutes of lifetime passes, interesting enough, because the spa I talked about was called Lifetime Spa. And then I have Julia here talking about her mother, who's a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. My mother was a Taurus. And what her favorite channel on TV, I can't tell you how many times I would come over to my mother's house. She'd be laying on the sofa watching Lifetime TV. She loved her some Lifetime TV. But we have the Hierophant here. This is teacher energy. This is Taurus energy. The teacher. The one who has received the divine message and is responsible for transmitting the message. Now, in my conversation with Marla today, one of the things that came out was, she's like, yeah, I learned to just stop telling people because they're not all ready to hear it. Spirit said, nah, baby, we don't want you to stop talking. We need you to get comfortable with them not liking what the fuck you have to say and say it anyways. Because if we gave you the message to say, it's something that they need to hear right now. They need to hear it. And it's like, you're not, one of the messages that came out was, you're not responsible for how they receive the message that you're giving. You are responsible for whether or not you do what Spirit guided you to, which is deliver this message. If you don't deliver the message, now you're accountable for defaulting on your side of the process. You are the channeler of the message in some form at this time, and Spirit is guiding you to deliver the message. Okay, so what do you have to say and who do you have to say it to? Yeah, but I don't want to argue with folks. It's not about arguing. See, and the thing is, part of this training is being in a level of emotional mastery so that if they don't like it, you're unaffected. You are unaffected. It literally is inconsequential to how you're going to feel. You're not going to take it personally, nothing like that. So there's something here about, we're not taking shit personally, but we're delivering a message. It's not up to us how they receive it. Our job is to deliver the message. What have you learned and how has it helped you? How has it benefited you? I heard you all have a message to deliver. Each and every one of you has a message to deliver. Your message to deliver is going to come out of your life experiences. One of my key phrases for the Hierophant is life experiences, right? And life lessons. So your life lessons became your message that you are to deliver. So somebody here, you've been through a hard time. No, I heard, no, not somebody, everybody. Everybody here, you've had your challenges, you had your difficulties, you had some valuable life lessons and experiences. One of the reasons that we encourage you to be out amongst the world instead of sit at home in isolation is because how are you going to interact with your world and deliver the energy to the world if you're by yourself? Well, yes, you can build your energy up and you can touch their spirit. It adds another level of depth and profundity. And I hear it helps with the immediacy when their ears can hear it. And you have a message to be delivered. Coming out with that, we have the green square. The green square, talking about the heart chakra, square energy, also talking about the heart chakra, talking about Gaia. 4 is the number of Gaia. The heart chakra is the 4th. The square has 4 corners and 4 sides. And I love that. I just heard, yes, and the 8th chakra is the soul star chakra. And the 8th chakra is the doubling up of the heart chakra when you have your boundaries, your sides, and your ways of giving, the corners where you project it out of the love. Interesting. And that's what connects you. I'm hearing your heart chakra is a requirement to have your soul star chakra active, okay, which connects you to the collective in a profound way. Okay, so the square, the life lessons you're talking about are emotional related lessons. They're related to love energy, loving others, the love of self, all of these things. Yes. Let's see what else came out with that. In the current energy, empowerment, sun zone. Oh my G. OMG. OHHHHHEMMMMGEEEE. OMG, empowerment. That is exactly what I'm talking about. I heard if you love them, speak to them. And if you can't love them, where can't you love yourself? I heard, can you see the divine in all yet? Because that was part of what you came here for. That was what you came here for. To be able to see you in them, the divine in them. But have you figured that out yet? Or are you still limiting yourself? Like, no, I'm not them. I'm not like them at all. They're not me. I have nothing to do with them. I mean, you're not responsible for them, but trust and believe you are simultaneously, while being autonomous, connected to all that is in your experience. And so whatever is presenting at this time in your experience is for empowerment. As a matter of fact, even when I spoke to Marla today, I'm like, well, I want you to know, Spirit is prefacing this by saying, like, we don't talk to everyone like this. These messages that we give when we're guided to give free coaching, counseling, these deep conversations is because Spirit has dictated that it is right. You have done something to align yourself with receiving this message. Most people pay for this type of stuff. Yeah. So empowerment. This is about you, your empowerment, empowering your world, empowering yourself, empowering each other, taking the power from those experiences that made you feel down in the dumps at those times that made you. How did that feeling like you were losing and everything was against you create a more expansive awareness? Help you find healthy boundaries. I heard that was necessary. Those healthy boundaries were necessary for you to get where you were headed. Yeah. Somebody here, you want to have big money. It looks like big money is coming your way. When I say big money, I'm talking about an ongoing flood of consistent receptive mode money. Okay. Is coming to you. But part of what had to happen in order to align you with that was you had to have healthy boundaries. You had to protect your heart from wanting to throw money and fix everybody's problems. I heard before the money could show up. You want to use your money in an empowering way now that you've got it. Okay. So empowerment. This is about being the teacher. What have you learned about the heart? What have you learned about love? What have you learned about being on Gaia and being in tune with your heart chakra? I heard when you share empowering messages, regardless of how they receive it, this is you creating the healing for yourself and showing yourself the growth as well. See, if you're not teaching somebody, how do you know you've learned it? And if you've learned it, one of the most effective ways to know that you've learned it and solidify it in your energy is to teach it to another. And so for someone here, that's a strong energy that's coming up right now. It's like teaching what you've learned, sharing those life lessons, okay? Sharing those life lessons, sharing those experiences, and doing it from an energy of love, of appreciation. I hear an understanding that growth is real. It really happens. And you could be the one who's creating a level of awareness to assist in another's growth in such a profound way that you didn't expect at this time. Yeah. Also, again, I'm getting the full circle energy here as well. As I talked with Marla, the full circle energy came through our conversation. I'm seeing definitely some full circle energy here. This full circle energy is evidence that you have done so much to heal your heart and heal your pains, to empower yourself. So if you're having a full circle experience, you could be having a conversation with somebody like, look, this is what worked for me. This is how I went from having bad luck to great luck, from being out of alignment to being in alignment, from being the whole world working against me to now everything seems to be in my favor, and really living that experience. Are you sharing that information with somebody? I see in this energy. Yes, you are. You are in an empowered state. From the empowered state, you can empower others. And that's what I see happening here. So in our upcoming energies, we have the Seven of Swords, and it's to the right. Okay. So with it to the right, this is like 15 past. That means something is already happening. So what I'm hearing is you'll have strategically placed experiences, conversations that will show up to confirm for you. And for some of you, this is going to happen with somebody reaching out saying, oh my God, what you said made so much sense. And look at what happened in my life. Yeah, this is definitely something that I see. There's going to be some confirmations coming in of how it was all divine plan. The Seven of Swords is also feeding the full circle energy, because in the Seven of Swords and the way it is, it's like stuff has been revealed. What you needed to see has been revealed. Some of you are going to hear something that's going to be a bit shocking from another in your experience, that they've been holding back, that they've been hiding. Maybe they've really been listening and you didn't know that they were actually listening the whole time. And it was making a difference in their life. It was having a positive effect. You didn't know immediately, but they're going to reveal that to you. Some of you, I see that happening in your experience. So if you have some confirmation coming out about someone who you shared some empowering messages with that expanded their ability to see their situation from another perspective, that free them from this feeling like nothing was working out from them, or this idea that, you know, everything was against them, stuff like that. You're going to get some confirmation about what you have created in that energy, what you contributed to. I hear what you contributed to. Because this is going to encourage you to continue to contribute some more. Yeah. And I hear, and for when you get this confirmation, I get the image here that it was somebody who really didn't fucking want to hear what you had to say. They did not like that shit. They did not want to accept it. They did not appreciate it. They got pissed off. They got triggered, and they probably ain't talked to your ass until they about to come back and tell you, you know what? I hate to say it, but you were right. And I finally saw it. And this is what I did. And this is what happened. And I just want to thank you and apologize. I heard apologize for being an asshole. And then Spirit said, no, a whole ass. They were a whole ass. When you told them what they didn't want to hear. This is another instance of they may not be ready to hear it, but they need to hear it. That's why you're guided to say it. So say it anyways. If it's meant to hit them later, you might not be around for them to come back every time. And a lot will not ever come back into your experience and tell you. But what you said sticks. What you say sticks, because it's being guided from the higher self. This person's soul, these people's souls want to hear the message. Even if their ears and their mind do not, their spirit wants to hear it. And that's what's evoking it out of you, because you actually have it in you to deliver it. See, it can't evoke it from their other homie that they hang out with every time. Their yes person, their enabler, their partner that is part of their point of focus. It's an issue. They need it. They needed somebody who had the outside perspective and the divine connection in order to receive that message, in order to hear it. Again, you're not responsible for how they receive it. It's not about how they receive it. It's about the fact that their ears heard it. Once their ears heard it, it's gone into their energy field consciously. It is in their conscious mind, and that energy will not die. It will continue to grow in their experience. And when their spirit is ready for them to have that called back, they will literally remember your face. They will remember your face, and they will have it recalled to them. It could even be recalled verbatim. I heard word for word. Yeah, so some of these will have your conversation with them recalled word for word. Evidence is showing up about how strategy was used. It's like Hector says all the time, these people are fucking geniuses. They are so smart. It's like they see every little bit of every little thing, and it's like, yes, they do. So that energy is here. How Spirit knew everything that was going to happen, how Spirit saw the potentials, the possibilities that were being highlighted in your energy field. You are strategically placed. It's like I told the one girl, Joy, who I read for recently outside of the other Trader Joe's last week, that, you know, because she was like, I hate that I just wasted all my time to come all the way out here, and the job I was coming out here for is no longer there, and that's not going to work. I said, was it a waste? Because the fact that you came out here for that job to go to Santa Cruz, and now you're almost to Santa Cruz, but you stopped in Las Vegas, like Santa Cruz brought you to Vegas. What if the whole reason you came was so we could have this conversation that is giving you so much awareness and lightening your energy for what else is to come? Maybe you're supposed to be in Vegas. What if everything's happening for a reason? If you're watching, ladies, shout out to you. Yes, all those, thank you for your beautiful, being part of my beautiful human experience so that I can channel these messages for the whole collective right now. Let me see what else is coming in for you with that Seven of Swords. We have the 8 dinosaurs kicking the soccer balls. 8, the number of infinite possibilities, the number of as above, so below in a cyclic flow, The dinosaurs kicking soccer balls. So what you're going to see, dinosaurs speak to me about ancestor energy. These ones are blue. So I heard, tell the DJ, bring it back. And then I heard, kick it back to the black sheep. Okay, breaker, kick it back to the black sheep. Okay, so I'm getting CB radio activity. Some of you are going to have some interesting radio happenings, supernatural, paranormal phenomena involving radios or a CB radio, or even a television. I see Spirit is kicking some more messages to you, and I see happenings perfectly aligned for you in your near future. A lot of stuff coming together. And it is directly related to the work that you have done in restoring the functionality, thank you, of your crown chakra and your heart chakra, because again, it had to heal to grow. It had to heal to grow. Yes. I also see good fortune in your near future here. And it's coming directly again because the 8 doubling up from the square, right? And didn't we say soul star chakra with the number 8? Yes. So soul star chakra, some of you, you've hit your crown. As your heart expands from the well-functioning crown chakra, your solar chakra begins to be activated. Some of you, what this message is for you is look for soul star chakra activation, which is connection with others, which is why we didn't like the fact that Julia said she just stays home alone, because Spirit is going to, yes, work with you, but the connection with others, there's no other way to really do that, you know? Like, you were born on a planet where everything is connected and affects one and the other. So it's like, so are you going to be guided out of your house? Is it going to be a gotta take a dump urge where like your spirit is aligning you to go? We got some things for you to do. That's what this 8 of kicking dinosaurs looks like to me in this energy. What else came out with that 7 of swords? We had meditation and the amethyst. Yeah, I see where you're going to see this experience. You're going to see this guidance while you're in meditation. While you're in meditation, from this place of empowerment, you're going to go get a message to go. You're going to get it's a gotta take a dump urge, you know? A gotta take a dump urge, meaning when you need to take a poop, you take your butt straight to the crapper and you sit there and you make it happen. And nothing and nobody can convince you to not go sit there and make it happen. As a matter of fact, if you're out of your house or if you're in the streets, you're going to find somewhere to make it happen because it's time, right? Well, there's the message there. It is time. It is time. There will be a gotta take a dump urge. There will be information revealed through meditation? Or is it that you're going to have this deep urge to meditate, during which your ancestors will show you a glimpse of something that is key and significant for where you are in your journey at this time? Okay, some of you, you're going to ask Spirit, show me where to go, show me what to do, asking for that guidance in the physical plane from your ancestors, your angels, and your guides. That information will be revealed to you, because again, I'm getting the word a big revealing and unveiling through this meditation. Yes, if you've been slacking on your meditation, your spirit could be giving you that kick to the gut that says, go meditate. You haven't been doing your meditation lately. And it's just because there's some there. First off, it's good. It's great, because what it does is it takes you from a place of resistance into a place of allowing, of receptivity. That's what meditation is all about. Somebody here is going to learn that meditation for them equals physical activity. Swimming in the pool, taking that walk, riding your bike, petting your dog, petting your cat. This is the best form of meditation for you. You're going to have that revealed, okay? And in these periods of meditation, you receive more messages, you receive more clarity, you receive more understanding about where you are in relation to where you wanted to be. Meditation coming up as key. Yeah. And that number 8, showing me again, good fortune, connection to above and below. And the answers is like, they're all in alignment. They're kicking. It's like, you're going to understand. You're coming into a deep level of awareness about a lot of stuff that has happened in the past, how it expanded your heart, how it connected you more to the world around you, to Gaia, to your angels, your ancestors, and your guides, how it made you more compassionate, a more loving, a more forgiving, a more accepting and allowing being, okay? And how it delivered you empowerment. Okay. So, we pulled also that we haven't shown yet. We're going to get into it now. The Journey of Love. We pulled a card from the Journey of Love deck. Let's see what we have. Self-initiation, card number 12. Self-initiation. I love that. So this was all catalyzed. This was all kick-started. This was all kicked up, started by you. You and the higher self. When you and the higher self were one self and you were in spirit, this is what you asked for. This is what you brought yourself to. This is what you requested to do, have, or experience in this human life. Okay, so I'm just resealing my ends of my braids, you guys. Some of them, because I had to wash my hair yesterday. And some of my braids were coming loose. So that's what I'm doing for those of you who want to know. Card number 12. Let's read it from the book. 12 is my number of ancestors. Okay, so ancestor energy is again being confirmed. It starts on page 40. So is this about your spiritual authority? Is this about your father? Is this about your dominant masculine energy, the divine masculine energy within you? Okay. So it says, you are being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course. And sometimes if you're not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yeah, at any moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are the being of light, the divine, that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. How easy to love. The words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. So is there something happening here where it's a divine time for you to tell somebody? Yeah, you had to get your own empowerment. You had to heal to grow. You had to get your own empowerment together before you could empower another. That's part of the process. I'm going to go ahead and get into your Alpha and Omega messages for those who have purchased your tribe membership. I'll do your personal question if you have one. And then I'll do a yes or no for everybody who's watching. So get your mind wrapped around what is going to be your yes or no question. Spirit is all up in it. They will confirm for you in some sort of, I heard they're going to confirm for you in some sort of sign or synchronicity that validates the yes or no answer that you get. So let's do the Alpha and Omega messages. I'm going to do the members' personal questions as well, and then the yes or no. Okay. 10 of emotion. Life is a blessing with a wonderful life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. Perfect. Love it. And dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world, interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic, or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. There was so much in that postcard for spirit that aligned with the whole message that we've been given. And if you caught it, I love that. I love that for you. So for those who have the membership mark, which means you have purchased your membership here on the channel, I will answer your personal question. Anybody else, it'll be a yes or no for everyone. Once I do the personal question for the tribe, I'm going to use my personal creation, the Eye of Love Tarot. It's a Rider-Waite deck with my artwork on the back. Okay, let's see for Eliza. A general message for Eliza at this time, please, and thank you. What is the general message for Eliza? What is the general message for Eliza at this time, please, and thank you. General message for Eliza. All right. General message for Eliza, please, and thank you. And it's the Hierophant. This is a confirmation that, yes, today's message is for you. Right now, you're teaching and learning. The more you learn, the more you have to teach. Important life lessons. The bottom of the deck is you have learned. Teach what you have learned to empower another. And how can you do that? And how is your life presenting you with that opportunity at this time? Yes, you had to stabilize yourself before spirit would put you in this position. You're going to have a choice coming up very soon. And the choice that you make can be something that helps and assists smooth the path for another and confirms your path and your wisdom, or you can just wait longer before that happens. I heard, because it's going to go one way or the other. Either you're going to do it now when it presents itself, or you're going to not want to do it and you're going to wait longer and then you'll have to do it later. Either way, you're going to do it eventually. You have the teacher energy in you. And I heard, but I don't see myself like that, or I don't feel like that, and I'm not, or I don't like to talk like that, or I don't like to be in front of the people like that. Whatever this is, I'm picking it up. And it's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter, because how you like to talk and be is perfect for the ones that'll be delivered to you. See, we all have our own ministry. We all have ones that are drawn to us because of how we talk. Like, so my conversation with Marla today, she talked about, sometimes some people that look like they're hood and they're so tough and all this stuff, they actually are angels undercover. And so Spirit wanted to help her understand, why is that sometimes people have a lot more spirit to them than what they present as, because she's like, but sometimes you could see with their tattoos and stuff, like they might have a Om on them or something like that. And she even mentioned the positions on the body where these people would have tattoos. This is what she had seen. And so what was revealed for her today was, yes, and do you know why that is? It happens because with that person having said appearance, they're going to attract specific ones who are drawn to that appearance. And because that appearance doesn't fit the societal norms of conservatives, and this is what's right and upright and all that stuff, this person will actually hold the attention of the other one who's a rebel as well. And it came through with the energy of Jesus didn't spend his time in the temple with the ones who were in the temple. Jesus spent his time in the streets with the people out there who did not have it, who did not have access to it, who did not know it. The thugs and the roughnecks of the time. The ones who were the tax collectors and the fishermen and stuff like that. He didn't spend his time stuck up in the temple with the people who were in the temple. And so there's something here about, the presentation of the package is exactly perfect for the ones who are designed, who you were designed to speak to. In other words, my ministry is here with the ones who are attracted to what I have here. It's in my shop. It's when I'm sitting in the bar and somebody comes over to talk or something like that. It's wherever I am with the ones who are drawn because they will hear it from me. Your ministry is with the ones who are there for you, who will align with you. And it could be your presence, the way you present yourself. It could be, I heard your shyness. It could be your shyness. Who's shy? I heard who's shy. It could be the way you talk, something about the way you look that will cause a person who will listen to you better than to listen to me. That's why they will put in your ministry, not in my ministry. That's why you look the way you do, not I do. That's why I look the way I do, and I'm in my ministry here doing what I do because I'm the one that can do that, where you're the one that can do yours, and yours is perfect for you, as well as the ones that you're meant to reach. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Now, let me go ahead and pull a yes or no for everyone. We're going to stick this right in the middle. We're going to get some shuffles on the deck. Some shuffles. Okay, and we're going to pull a yes or no for everybody. So you have your yes or no question. If you want to put it in the comment box, just like Julia did, that's up to you. So let's see what's a yes or no. If you'd like a confirmation reading, they're $10 US. You can make that purchase to get a personal, which is only for you, because somebody here doesn't have faith in a collective yes or no question. However, I know Spirit works with you in order to make sure that you form your question in the way to which you're going to get your answer. So, yes or no? What is the answer for all of you on any time, space, and dimension who are in tune with this message somehow right now? Yeah, it's right now. It's always right now. Again, reflecting back to our message. Are we going to push the reset button on yesterday based off of yesterday's influence, which is a side effect equaling today's physical matrix? Or are we going to put some new shit into play for the tomorrow that will eventually become today and right now? Okay. All right. So yes or no? We're looking for an ace. If we get an ace within the 13th card, that's a yes. If we do not, that's a no. So let's see what's the answer. Is it yes or is it no? For everybody's yes or no, here we go. Starting here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I heard no. I heard no. You've been thinking about something, but you've been working to overcome the challenge and stand in your authority, okay, which has caused a change in your energy field of what resources you have available. The resources show up that you have awaited. I heard since childhood. This puts an end to a situation that has felt weighty and burdensome. You will have choices to make. You will have more expansive choices to make. Part of it that allows this is you've had to leave some things out healing codependency and abandonment issues, okay, and feelings of not being good enough. And, you know, you've had a lot of sorrows, but through all of that, you materialize this opportunity. This is what I have for you at this time. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it with somebody, subscribing to my channel if you hadn't already, coming back if you always do. So thankful and grateful for you. Until next time, my dear. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks.